Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Arbole Arbole from Hiram Green, and if you'd like to know what I think about this fragrance, then keep watching. For transparency purposes, I purchased this. This was not given to me to review. This is the only fragrance I own from this house. Yes, I will be buying more fragrances from this house. Now, there is a history behind what named this fragrance, a very popular poem. We're not going to get into that. We're going to get into the reviews. But first things first, I'm just going to throw this out there. If you guys do not like patchouli, if patchouli is a note that you run away from, this is not the fragrance for you. No. So you don't even have to stick through the rest of the video if you do not like patchouli. However, and let me just say one more thing too, I do believe that the house has gotten rid of how they mark their bottles. I think that it's a little bit different logo with gold letters, and I think when they did that they changed the name from Arbole Arbole to just one Arbole, but I don't know if it's been reformulated. I'm not that knowledgeable about this house, unfortunately. So if it has been reformulated, this is the formula I am reviewing, but I did spend like an hour looking online. I didn't hear anything about it being reformulated, but I'm just letting you guys know that as well. So first things first, let's talk about the note, shall we? This is a very minimalistic fragrance in regards to the notes, and this are not very much, but I think they are perfectly chosen. I think if it had one extra note, it would have one note too many, and if it was missing one note, I think it would need that one note. I think it has the perfect blend, perfectly balanced. Like, it is just so beautiful on the skin. So you have patchouli, there you go. You have patchouli, cedarwood, tonka, vanilla, and sandalwood in this scent. And the big star of the show is most definitely the patchouli. Now, this fragrance is mature, but it is not dated. It does smell like something beautiful and old and just treasured. Don't like those kind of heavier, mature compositions, I don't know if you're gonna like this fragrance. Even though it is not a heavy composition, it is more on the minimalistic side in regards to it only has a few notes in it that come together to play a really big part in a beautiful scent. The patchouli is very strong and very complex, and a lot of people are intimidated by patchouli, and I feel like this could be intimidating if you don't like more classic, elegant, and mature compositions. That's just my opinion, doesn't mean I'm right or wrong. Now, what I like about this scent is it's a beautiful blend between earthy and dry, fresh, warm, and spicy, and there's just something about it that's creamy and powdery. It's more powdery and creamy in the end, like at the end of the lifespan of this fragrance, but it's definitely a fresh, spicy scent. Now, patchouli is a distant relative or a relative of the mint plant, even though in a lot of cases I don't smell mint in patchouli. It's more slightly woody and botanical and green and earthy and fresh. This is definitely a green, slightly spicy patchouli, but there is in the background just little tiny wisps of just mint, and it's just so nice, and it adds to this really beautiful complexity of this fragrance, and I just adore this scent. So this opens up very powdery and earthy on your skin and spicy, but the powderiness goes away when it dries down. So you're left more with this kind of very botanical, very bushy, very earthy, gorgeous, semi-green patchouli and beautiful cedarwood in here. I think cedarwood is a perfect component for this scent. Then when the tonka comes and the vanilla and the sandalwood, it becomes more woody, a little bit more dry, slightly waxy, just a little bit waxy in there. Still spicy, which is nice and fresh, but it also has a slight woody powderiness to it. So the vanilla, the tonka, and the sandalwood kind of round out this kind of beautiful patchouli note, but don't take over the fragrance. It definitely adds some nice little nuances on your skin, but doesn't overpower the composition, which is something that I really enjoy. This is a fresh, green, natural smelling, just beautiful, lively, woody fragrance, and not in your stereotypical, this smells like a woody aromatic scent that has, you know, pink pepper in it, which, don't get me wrong, I love those so much, but I love that the patchouli is center stage, and it's done so in such a sophisticated, elegant. I just love how this smells very fresh, very green, very woody, very aromatic, semi-botanical, in a way that you don't really smell fragrances like that going. The tonka bean can sometimes, and I'm wearing it right now, I've been wearing it for a few hours actually. The tonka bean on my skin with the patchouli, and again, like I said, there's kind of like whiffs of mint in there. Not that it smells minty, it's just in the background you can kind of pick up little wisps of, you know, this really beautiful patchouli, kind of like mint related family member. Saying it's not a minty fragrance. There is no way that you will be able to smell just mint, but I like how the patchouli has wisps of the kind of feeling that mint has in a fragrance without being minty. Now the other thing that I like is the tonka on my skin slightly, just like the patchouli slightly smells like mint. The tonka bean on my skin slightly smells like anise seed, and that kind of rooty, earthy, licoricey kind of smell, aromatic just component with the tonka bean, like with its beautiful muskiness and then its softness with the vanilla and with the sandalwood, I think adds another edge to this scent. And to me, that isn't screaming to the quality of the composition, but screaming to the quality of the ingredients. And so just on my skin, on top of this being a very minimalistic fragrance and being well blended, the components that make up this scent are just really good and very complex and beautiful, and you can really get all the little nuances that these notes have within this fragrance. And I think that it's just really special that it might be minimalistic, but it's not one note. So this fragrance is not going to be for everyone, like I said. If you do not like patchouli fragrances, I would say wear with caution. But if you like patchouli scents, this is a must try, because I just think that there's something extra special about this fragrance's composition, how it plays on the skin, and just generally overall, it's a quality fragrance that I've really been enjoying. It's a mature and sophisticated, botanical, aromatic, beautiful patchouli scent that has some gorgeous woods, some beautiful soft powdery elements, and like I said, just a little tiny bit of waxiness in the background that I think works really, really well. Also, this fragrance has pretty dang good longevity. I got about 6 hours on my skin with moderate to medium sillage as well. So if you've been wanting to try some new patchouli fragrances out there, if that's an itch you need scratching, may I recommend giving this beautiful fragrance a shot. It is just spectacular. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe my video if you like this type of content I put out. And don't forget to have a good day, month, year, and whatever. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.